What if I told you the future has already been shown to you? Not in a prophecy, not in a government document, but in the movies you watch, the shows you binge, the video games you play, and the music videos you scroll past without thinking twice. For decades, people have claimed that entertainment does more than entertain. They believe it prepares us, conditions us, softens the shock of future events before they happen. This theory is called predictive programming. And once you start noticing it, it becomes very hard to ignore. Predictive programming is the idea that fictional media can be used to introduce people to future events, technologies, or social changes before they happen. The theory suggests that when people see something repeatedly in entertainment, they become less shocked by it when it appears in real life. In other words, fiction becomes a rehearsal, a preview, a psychological warm-up. The basic idea is simple. Show people something enough times in movies, TV, games, or music, and when it finally happens in reality, people don't resist it. They recognize it. They accept it. They say, "I've seen this before." Entertainment is one of the most powerful forms of influence in the world. A politician may give a speech and people argue. A news anchor may report something and people question it. But a movie? A song? A game? Those slip past our defenses. We relax. We watch. We feel. We identify with characters. We imagine ourselves in impossible situations. That's what makes storytelling so powerful. It does not just tell us what to think, it shows us what to feel. And according to believers in predictive programming, that emotional connection is the key. Because once an idea is connected to emotion, it becomes easier to accept, fear, hope, excitement, curiosity, desensitization. All of these can be shaped through entertainment. Skeptics say predictive programming is just pattern recognition. Writers imagine the future. Sometimes they get things right. Science fiction predicted video calls, artificial intelligence, surveillance, virtual reality, and smart devices, because those ideas were already developing in the real world. Creative people look at trends and exaggerate them. That's not a conspiracy, that's storytelling. But believers ask a different question. Why do certain themes appear again and again? Global surveillance, digital identity, artificial intelligence replacing humans, world-ending disasters, pandemics, social credit systems, mass panic, government control, humanity merging with machines. Are writers simply guessing? Or are they pulling from ideas already being planned behind closed doors? That's where the theory gets interesting. Because predictive programming does not always claim that one movie predicted one event. It claims that repeated exposure creates acceptance. One movie is a coincidence. 10 movies become a pattern. 100 movies become programming. Think about how many movies have shown cities under lockdown, governments using emergency powers, people being tracked through devices, artificial intelligence becoming more human, virtual worlds replacing real life, society divided into controlled zones. At first, these ideas feel extreme. Then they become familiar. Then they become normal. And eventually, when real-world technology or events move in that direction, people are less surprised. They've already seen the movie version. Hollywood has always been obsessed with the future. But the question is, does Hollywood predicting the future? Or helping prepare us for it? Television may be even more powerful than film because it enters people's homes repeatedly. A movie gives you 2 hours, a TV show gives you seasons. Characters become familiar, worlds become comfortable. Ideas that once felt strange slowly become part of everyday conversation. A show can introduce controversial technology, strange social systems, surveillance culture, or futuristic lifestyles in a way that feels casual, not forced, not political, just part of the story. And that may be the most effective kind of influence, because people rarely resist an idea when they think they discovered it naturally. Movies make you watch, games make you participate. That changes everything. In video games, you don't just see future wars, digital currencies, drone combat, augmented reality, or dystopian systems. You use them, you control them, you become part of the world. This is why some conspiracy theorists believe video games are one of the strongest forms of predictive programming. They don't just show possible futures. They train people to interact with them. And when those ideas appear in real life, the player already understands the logic, the interface, the mission, the system. The game becomes practice. Music works differently. A song can become attached to memory, identity, and culture. Music videos add another layer: imagery, symbols, masks, eyes, pyramids, robots, dystopian cities, ritual-looking scenes, futuristic control rooms, glitches, clones, screens, surveillance. Some people believe these visuals are random artistic choices. Others believe they are repeated intentionally to normalize certain themes. The music industry is especially popular in conspiracy circles because symbolism is everywhere. Sometimes it is marketing, sometimes it is shock value, sometimes it is art. But the question remains, why do the same symbols keep appearing? Even without a conspiracy, predictive programming touches on something real: human psychology. People can become desensitized. When we see something shocking over and over, it loses emotional impact. That is true for violence, technology disasters, surveillance, social change, anything. The unfamiliar becomes familiar. The extreme becomes imaginable. The unimaginable becomes possible. So, even if predictive programming is not a secret plan, entertainment absolutely can prepare people emotionally for future realities. That part is not science fiction. That is media influence. So, is predictive programming real? There are three possibilities. First, it could all be coincidence. Writers, artists, and game developers are simply creative people imagining where society might go. Second, it could be subconscious pattern recognition. Creators observe trends before the public fully notices them, then turn those trends into stories. Third, it could be intentional. Powerful groups may understand that fiction can soften resistance, introduce ideas, and shape public expectations before real-world changes happen. Which one is true? Maybe it depends on the example. Maybe some cases are coincidence, maybe some are trend forecasting, and maybe a few are something more. Predictive programming remains popular because people keep seeing eerie connections between fiction and reality. Normalize, a movie shows a future technology. Years later, it exists. A show jokes about an event. Later, something similar happens. A music video uses strange imagery. Later, the symbolism appears somewhere else. Human beings are wired to detect patterns. Sometimes we find patterns that are not really there. But sometimes patterns reveal something important. And that is why this theory lives in the uncomfortable space between imagination and possibility. It cannot always be proven, but it also cannot be easily dismissed. So the next time you watch a movie, play a game, or see a music video, ask yourself, is this just entertainment, or is it preparing me to accept something later? Are we watching fiction, or are we being introduced to the future one scene at a time? Maybe predictive programming is nothing more than coincidence. Maybe it is just artists imagining tomorrow, or maybe the future has already been shown to us. We just didn't realize we were being prepared. If this made you think, like the video, subscribe, and drop a comment below. What movie, show, game, or song do you think predicted the future? And as always, question everything. And remember, not everything is as it seems. If you enjoyed this video, Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss what's hiding in the shadows. Welcome to Static in the Dark, where we question everything.